It's day 3 here at the 2024 Ifcpf Men's World Championships. Another doubleheader on the way for you today, and we will start with Chile against Scotland as the Scots look to continue their impeccable run so far here in Salau in Catalonia, and Chile looking to add to the point that they earned on day 1 of the tournament with a last gasp draw against Italy. Good morning and welcome wherever you may be listening from. My name is Oliver Walker-Peel, here with you providing the English commentary for this tournament. Worth a reminder that if you're looking for a switch up or a change in language, there is Spanish and Catalan commentary available for you on the Ifcpf YouTube channel. As long as I get my letters out. But if you're sticking around here, it's great to have your company. We'll take you through the opening game of 2 here today on this Saturday morning here in Salau. Let's start by going through the 2 teams for the day. And we'll start with Chile, who make 1 change to their team that played against Italy. Out of the team goes Rodrigo Ulloa, and coming in is Alexis Pavez. So Chile's 7 is as follows. Number 1 is Jairo Gonzalez. Number 3 is Oscar Palma. Number 6 is Alexis Pavez. Number 7, Darwin Diaz. Number 10, Bastian Velasquez. Number 11, Patricio Saavedra. And number 14 is Thomas Valenzuela. And for Scotland, they make 2 changes of their own, with Sean Millership after a hat-trick dropping out along with Kerr McKenzie, both of whom were absolutely brilliant yesterday. And in come Barry Hunter and Mark Robertson. And that team for you as follows. Number 1 is Christopher Moore. Number 2 is Blair Glynn. Number 3, Martin Hickman. Number 5 is Matthew Wynne. Number 6 is Barry Hunter. Number 7 is Mark Robertson. And number 8 is Jamie Mitchell. And so Scotland with 9 goals in this tournament across their first 2 games. They've got 2 goal scorers for those 9 goals. 6 of them to Martin Hickman with back-to-back hat-tricks, and 3 yesterday for Sean Millership, Scotland's number 9. There was a little bit of conjecture as to whether one of those 3 was going to go down as an own goal, but it was officially credited to Sean Millership, who was originally from Epsom in Surrey in England, but representing Scotland on the national stage and representing them well as we get set for the arrival of both teams onto pitch 10 here in Salau. It's a quite wonderful complex here, about an hour's drive from Barcelona. It's a wonderful place to come and watch football, and it's a wonderful place to come watch some CP football as well. We'll see both teams make their way onto the pitch in a moment. Chile, after getting a point when it looked like they would walk away from the opening game empty-handed, was a late equaliser from Patricio Saavedra, who bundled home right at the goal line after Darwin Diaz's header hit the crossbar. And for Scotland, it's been plain sailing for them so far. Although that's how they found things 2 years ago before they ran into Colombia in the final and lost. So they've been in a similar situation before and are looking to make sure that this year they can see it through. As referee Carlos Diaz leads the 2 teams out. Scotland in their white shirts, blue shorts and white socks. Chile in blue shirts with red trim, white shorts and blue socks. As the starting lineups are read out over the tannoy. A few Scottish fans have already rolled in, and I'm sure that they'll be belting out the national anthem in a moment, and we'll cross to those national anthems of Scotland and Chile now.
On the bench, number 12, Jamie Kelly. Number 4, Tom McFarlane. Number 9, Sean Millership. Number 10, Ian Fortune. Number 11, Kerr McKenzie. Number 13, James McCoppin. Number 14, Logan Smith. Head coach, William McAdam. The referee for today is Carlos Diaz from Portugal. Let's listen to the national anthem of Scotland. And now let's listen to the national anthem of Chile.
Vale.
Puro Chile, su cielo azulado, puras risas se cruzan también, y su campo de flores bordados, es la copia feliz de Belén, majestuosa la montaña, que te dio por baluarte el Señor, que te dio por baluarte el Señor.
So both national anthems done and both sung in unison by the players. It's one of the best things about an international tournament is hearing players belt out the national anthems, and it was done with gusto by both teams, which was wonderful to see. To repeat the lineups for you, again, we'll start with Chile. Number 1 is Jairo Gonzalez. Number 3, Oscar Palma. Number 6, Alexis Pavez. Number 7, Darwin Diaz. Number 10, Bastian Velasquez. And number 11 is Patricio Saavedra. And for Scotland, it's number 1, Christopher Moore. Number 2 is Blair Glynn. Number 3, Martin Hickman. Number 5, Matthew Wynne. Number 6, Barry Hunter. Number 7, Mark Robertson. And number 8 is Jamie Mitchell. As Scotland and Chile will convene for a couple of team photos, as is custom before every Ifcpf international game. It's a rather happy Scotland camp, which is understandable given the results that they've had over the last couple of days. A 3-0 success over Northern Ireland, followed up by a 6-2 win over South Korea yesterday. And Chile have had a day to reflect on their 2-2 draw with Italy, a game of pure chaos, which saw 2 Italians red carded, and there was another Italian red carded yesterday. So they've had 3 red cards across their first 2 games. Simon Zanina and Gianluca Livecchi were the 2 sent off against Chile, as referee Carlos Diaz just makes clear which way the 2 teams are kicking, and Chile are going all the way to the goal down to the left in terms of the one they're defending, and they will go from left to right in this first half. It'll be Scotland from right to left, as mentioned, in the white shirts, blue shorts and white socks. Chile in the blue shirts, white shorts and blue socks. Be Bastian Velasquez and Patricio Saavedra standing in the middle of the pitch to get us underway. It's very rare you see a 2-player kickoff these days. That's exactly what we'll see as Saavedra rolls it back. We're underway on day 3 of the 2024 Ifcpf Men's World Championships, and Scotland looking to start on the front foot with an early shot over the top from Matthew Wynne. That would have been a lightning quick start inside a quarter of a minute, but the Scotland captain unable to keep his effort down. Hails from Eaglesham, Matthew Wynne. As the ball disappears out of play. Here's Barry Hunter, one of the 2 inclusions for Scotland in the 7 today. Played in the middle for Mitchell. Rolling forward for Wynne. Ball got stuck underneath his feet. Here's Saavedra. Looking to play forward for Velasquez, who was fouled. That'll be an early Chile free kick. It was a free kick from which they scored their first goal and the tournament's first goal on day 1. It was a super strike from Thomas Valenzuela, who is not standing over this one. Looks like it'll be one of Oscar Palma and Patricio Saavedra potentially taken. In fact, no, it is now Valenzuela who's closer to the ball, but he's left it for Oscar Palma, who will strike right-footed but send it well wide. Good Scottish contingent in attendance today, as there has been throughout all 3 of their group games to this point. Glynn looking to go through the heart of the Chile defence. It's worked back for Mark Robertson, who drives one into the corner. Into the starting 7, and Scotland's number 7 rifles one home from distance to put Scotland in front. The Dalkeith native has had a long tenured career in this Scotland team, showing all his experience to put Scotland in front inside 3 minutes. But from joy, there now might be a potential problem for Jamie Mitchell, who in the aftermath of that goal wasn't moving all too well. Brilliant moment for Mark Robertson, who has not seen much tournament action so far in Salau, but that's one way to make an impact. Just stick one in the bottom left corner. Jamie Mitchell is still down. He's had his fair share of injuries. He was injured last year, which meant that he didn't make his way for the Euros that Scotland ultimately finished second bottom in. Jamie Mitchell now back to his feet. Scotland will be down to 6 for the moment while Jamie Mitchell waits to come back on. Of course, that's one of the new rules in world football, that if you receive treatment, you have got to go off the field of play before you can re-enter. Jamie Mitchell now back on as Chile look for the switch of plays of Vedra, shooting from range, blocked by Blair Glynn. Who appears on the team sheet as Michael Blair Glynn, but is more commonly known as Blair. As Scotland look to work it forward, heavy first touch from Matthew Wynne, and might be a problem here for Scotland as Saavedra poked towards goal and wide. I'll tell you what, there was a expletive that we won't repeat over the broadcast when Matthew Wynne gave the ball away. It would have been an even stronger one had that found the bottom corner. Valenzuela to bring it back in. Turning down the line. Velasquez. Velasquez looking for the crossfield ball. The idea was right, but the execution not there. Clearance blocked by Saavedra. Valenzuela blocked by Wynne, who sent away. Good work by Robertson. And Palmer helping that one out to play. Clean outside of the foot. Nice lofted ball for Wynne. He looks to send it in towards the middle. That's blocked away and out of danger as Darwin Diaz was first to the loose ball. He looked to set Saavedra on his way. Brilliant first touch from Patricio Saavedra and a wonderful save. Hurried only as far as Diaz, who sent off target. Christopher Moore down smartly. It was a good opportunity for Patricio Saavedra, but he couldn't square the ledger at one apiece. Good work by Robertson, who plays it over to the right-hand side for Hickman. It's kept in play and cut back. Robertson went over in the box. Scotland wants a penalty, and one won't be forthcoming. Valenzuela cutting in field and looking to curl one, but firing wide. End-to-end stuff in this first one. Scotland with the brilliant start, but Chile with a few barbs in retort. Mitchell lofting forward for Hickman. It would have got through, if not for a timely intervention from Alexis Paves. Saavedra, nice ball for Diaz, who is operating on the Chile left. His ball was slightly behind Alexis Paves, though. So there'll be a Scotland free kick. Martin Hickman was down on the ground. Hasn't he had a lot to celebrate over the last couple of days? 6 goals across 2 games. By far and away the leading talisman across the tournament so far. And it'll take some doing to catch him, even in this relatively early stage of the tournament. Mitchell playing forward for Robertson, heavy first touch, and Paves should help clear. Darwin Diaz picking up the ball in some decent positions early. He was part of the team last year that represented Chile in Chile at the Para-Panam Games. There was a large contingent of this Chile squad that did likewise. It's floated in towards the middle, flicking on there Saavedra, and pouched by Christopher Moore. Whose introduction to international cerebral palsy football was as a 15-year-old here in Spain, coming up to 5 years ago now. Might be called into action here. Velasquez, chested down by Saavedra for Diaz, and that shot blocked behind. Blocked behind off a Chile player, and for a Scotland goal kick. Glynn looking for the crossfield ball. It's a play from Paves. Yeah. Chile ball in from the side. Saavedra looking for Valenzuela, who will get there ahead of Wynn. Although back from Palmer, who was not composed whatsoever in the ball forward. Headed out to play from Glynn. Saavedra going over, wanted a foul and didn't get one. Brilliant control by Velasquez, who rolled Glynn. Valenzuela. Now Darwin Diaz played forward and gave it away in doing so. forward by Glynn. Looking to get there and unable to was Wynn. Got it behind by Valenzuela for a Scotland corner. Martin Hickman over to take. He has scored a lot of goals, but helped provide an important one yesterday with the assist for Sean Millership's third. Sends in towards the back post, and Saavedra getting something on it. Goes behind for yet another Scotland corner. Hickman holding his left arm aloft. Left-footed, maybe looking for another Olympico. He got one yesterday, so it's not beyond the realms of possibility that he's able to do those sorts of things, but not quite there. That was part of his hat-trick yesterday in the win over South Korea. Hickman going over. And that's a play for a Scotland ball. Tell you what, if one of these Scottish fans in attendance were refereeing, there would have been a free kick there, but Carlos Diaz in a better position, thought otherwise. Over a quarter of an hour gone, and Scotland with a 1-goal lead. Thanks to this man, Robertson, playing in towards the middle, but sending away was Oscar Palmer. Advantage is played, Saavedra going on and scoring! Great run from Saavedra, who put into the bottom corner, and Chile square the ledger with a great goal from Patricio Saavedra. Scotland thought that they were entitled to a free kick potentially, or at least some of their contingent did. The referee again thought otherwise, and Blair Glynn certainly did too. And a few words from Scotland's number 2 to the referee were ill-advised and have earned him a place in the referee's notebook. So he's been yellow carded as we go off for a drink. We've spoken a little bit about the Scotland fans. A couple of Chile fans have turned up and they're very happy with what they've just seen. So one apiece here in Salau, and this game very well placed. Scotland dominating the ball as they have done throughout the tournament, but Chile given as good as they've got, really. And if this is what we're to get for the next 45 minutes of play or so, then this should be a really good watch. It's Patricio Saavedra's second of the tournament. He's the first Chilean with multiple goals in the tournament. He's the fourth player in the tournament with multiple goals, with Hickman having 6, Millership with 3, and Antonio Mariliano scoring twice against Chile on day one. The drinks break is over. And Scotland's goal scorer, Mark Robertson, set to get us back underway. Ball sent down the line. Saavedra. Palmer towards halfway. Scotland did score twice in 2 minutes after conceding the first against South Korea yesterday, so they are very much capable of responding when another team scores. It's Chile down the right end of the pitch for them, though. Velasquez with a lovely bit of work in towards Valenzuela, who got his feet mixed up, broke for Diaz. He wants handball. He'll have a second crack at it. That's blocked. Those appeals were waved away, and Scotland under a little bit of pressure here. Really, for the first time in this tournament. Win as Palmer sends away. Going forward here, Valenzuela sidesteps one challenge. Diaz could only find Blair Glynn. That disappears out to play for a Chile throw. Ball forward, cut out. Rolled forward looking for Robertson, who's in behind. Mark Robertson looking for his second. Well saved. Good piece of goalkeeping at a really important time from Jairo Gonzalez to deny Mark Robertson rather what would have been a brace. Jairo Gonzalez is down here. We're of course hoping that he's okay to continue. Hector Garcia in number 12 would be the replacement should Jairo Gonzalez not be able to continue, but it looks as though he's fine to carry on. Carlos Diaz will stop play here. A couple of Chile players in his ear about something. Shoelaces are undone. Looks like we'll have a few minutes of added time at the end of the first half, of course. Everything will be added on. Jairo Gonzalez able to go on, and referee Carlos Diaz not ready to restart play yet, and we should be able to go now. Gonzalez sending long ball out of bounds. Getting ahead in there was Jamie Mitchell. Scotland free kick. And a push there from Christopher Moore to the throat, and that's rather dangerous. Bastian Velasquez was trying to block the attempted ball forward, and I would say that it's rather lucky that Christopher Moore gets off without a yellow on first viewing. Or gets off with a yellow rather, and maybe not something more severe. It's dangerous when you put your hand up to the throat. For what it's worth too, Bastian Velasquez has been booked as well for simulation. And perhaps there was a little bit of that there too, but when you put your hands up that high, you always run the risk of a punishment more severe. As it is, we say it 7 aside. Valenzuela. Scotland look to clear, they do on this for us. Diaz, who sees his effort saved by Moore. Down away to his left to make the save. And he had to be there. If not for him, that's 2 on Chile. Sent in towards the middle. Saavedra just wide. Chile with chance after chance at the moment. And over the last few minutes, they're having the better of things. Robertson looking to work a bit of space, did so, and just fired wide. Worth mentioning that with a win today, Scotland would officially book their passage into the final on Sunday. Be no side able to at least push them down to third. And with the superior goal difference, it doesn't look like they're losing top spot either, in fairness. It's Robertson. That one offline. Have a break in play for the moment while we wait for this throw to come in. It was in short for Diaz. Taken away from him. Pavez on the scene to help out. That was a nifty bit of work there from Chile's number 6. Rolls in ball for Saavedra. Heavy first touch. His second was helpful for Valenzuela. And sent target by Velasquez. Gleglin driving into a bit of space. Rolled across. Probably looking for Robertson, but the ball instead found its way to the opposite number 7 in Diaz. Saavedra unable to control. Ball rolled forward. It's worked back for Martin Hickman, who Scotland love in those positions. Receiving Matthew Wynn, but for once unable to find the back of the net.
¿Dónde coño está?
Glynn for Wynn. Blake Glynn. Set the ball forward. Looking to run it down. Wynn. Jairo Gonzalez making sure he had his front post covered, and he's never under any real danger there. Into the first of 3 minutes of added time at the end of the 30. I must say, I expected the number to be a little bit higher than that. Saavedra, Glynn there able to turn it behind and away for a Chile corner. As we move into added time. Valenzuela to take. And towards the middle. Still not fully dealt with. Palmer. Unable to fire past more and into the back of the net. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper.
Vale.
Darwin Diaz. Now with Jamie Mitchell. Rolling in behind, chance for Martin Hickman, who wasn't missing from there.
Sí, yo también.
The Tartan Army are happier now. Scotland have had to withstand so much pressure in this first half, and it's a sucker punch right at the end of it that will likely send Scotland into the interval with the lead. Great ball in behind, and Martin Hickman is the exact player Scotland wants right there to finish it off, and finish it off he did. 2-1 Scotland right before the half-time whistle. And there's never a bad time to score, but that is a better time than most. Completely changing the complexion of both half-time team talks. As Patricio Saavedra looks for the instant response, potentially out of frustration. As Carlos Diaz checks the watch. Robertson, whose goal got us going here in Salau this morning. And that'll be half-time. A half in which Chile played some really good football and had some chances of their own, but it's a half that ends with them trailing. A goal from Martin Hickman, of course. It was Martin Hickman who's got his 7th of the tournament right on the half-time whistle. Put Scotland in front. It was Mark Robertson who broke the deadlock with an early goal, and his first of this week. It was an equaliser from Saavedra, and then Hickman to fire Scotland in front just before the interval. It's half-time here in Salau. Game 1, day 3. It's Chile 1, Scotland 2. And we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half. And welcome back to Salau here in Catalonia on day 3 of the 2024 Ifcpf Men's World Championships. It is Chile against Scotland in the first game of a double-header, and it's Scotland who lead thanks to a goal right before the break by Martin Hickman that sent Scotland into the changing rooms happy.
Ya estoy. Estoy.
Oliver Walker-Peel here with you for the English commentary of not only today but the rest of the tournament. Later on today we will see South Korea take on Northern Ireland. That'll kick off from midday local time in Salau. If you are in South Korea or Northern Ireland, check the Ifcpf social channels for what that'll mean for you.
Sí.
I think it's 7 p.m. in Seoul, and with Northern Ireland being an hour back, that'll be 11 a.m. if you're planning to have a watch. It'll be Scotland to get us back underway for the second half of action here in Salau. And after what was a nervy first half for the Scots, they'll be looking for things to be more smooth sailing as Mark Robertson gets us back underway. Scotland looking to ensure their passage to the final. I think I said on Sunday earlier, of course it's on Thursday.
Tío.
Given away is Velasquez. He went over. Play goes on. Saavedra back with Chile's number 10. With Valenzuela. Velasquez picking up a good position on the right. Balling wasn't his best and it's swept away by Hickman.
Lo tengo.
Bowled over was Barry Hunter.
También.
Valenzuela then kicked the ball away.
Que le
Not
le
sure
iba
if
a
Chile
chocar.
realised the whistle had gone there.
Ay, que me meo que le iba a chocar la mano al manco.
Free kick taken by Glynn. It's sent high from Saavedra towards Velasquez, who nodded square towards no one wearing blue. More will have to be watchful,
Lo tengo.
and he went over under the
Yes,
slide
yes.
from Diaz.
Sí, sí, sí. Diría que sí.
There was nothing doing according to the referee.
¿Qué?
Glynn. Now with Matthew Wynn.
Lo tengo.
And keeps going, pulls back. Robertson scores!
Yo creo que me lo he comido un poco.
Getting a hand to it, Jairo Gonzalez, but not a strong enough one to keep it out. And it's a second today for Mark Robertson. And it's a 2-goal cushion for the Scots, who are looking set to ensure their passage to the final on Thursday. Velasquez over towards the right-hand side, a bit of a mountain to climb for Chile now. This win went over.
Sí. Vale. Se están pegando ahí uno. El 8 y el 11.
Going in strongly there, Robertson, but no contact on the player.
Vale.
Down on the floor is Bastian Velasquez. Free kick sent in towards the middle. Headed up into the air and more able to claim. Got there the right side of the line. One hat-trick watch again from a Scotland point of view, as Mitchell committed a foul.
Y le deja el balón ahí puesto que me... Tío, está siendo súper cruel, qué malo.
Mitchell then placing the ball
Están siendo malísimos.
on Oscar Palmer, which I must admit is something I've never seen before. As Saavedra and Mitchell have a bit of a seeing to.
Van a terminar a hostias hoy.
Free kick sent high and flicked on and behind for a goal kick.
No. No, no, no.
Robertson going in twice. Hickman away from Diaz. And eventually away from Saavedra. Diaz sliding in well to send it out of play. Fine from Parves. Scotland corner to be swung in from their right. Sent in and almost all the way in. And eventually Chile get it clear. Mark Robertson driving towards the edge of the area, firing well over the top. Chile look to get within one. Moore will help away. Diaz looking to curl one. Easy for Moore to get on top of. Robertson out wide to the right-hand side. Hickman to roll it across. Robertson back to halfway. Glynn. He's gone down. Gets to his feet and immediately receives the ball. Now Hunter. He was clipped by Saavedra.
Se van a pegar un ostión.
Free kick here for Blair Glynn on halfway. Going to find Parves, who directed out of play.
Mi pana. No, si está aquí el colega.
Mitchell and Saavedra
A su madre.
both subjected to a talking to from the referee. We'll have a Chile throw, neither side having used their bench yet, should they want to. For Chile, it's Javier Encina, Felipe Munoz, Lionel Guzman, Vicente Vidal, and Julian Hernandez. The outfield plays with Hector Garcia, the backup goalkeeper. Saavedra looking to battle for it. Hunter had it taken away from him by Velasquez. Now Valenzuela! Not far away. Chile still providing to this game, despite being 2 goals down. I don't think they're out of it just yet. Just on the Scotland substitutes quickly. John McFarlane, Sean Millership, Kerr McKenzie, James McAlpine and Logan Smith are the outfielders on the bench. Goalkeeper is Jamie Kelly. There's a bit of banter between Saavedra and Mitchell. It's been a battle that has been fun to watch throughout this game. I wonder how quickly Carlos Diaz will try and break the two of them up. Flicked on, almost all the way through to Matthew Wynn. Rolling field, Robertson on a hat-trick and not able to notch it up there. In the 43rd minute here in Salau, it's still Chile 1, Scotland 3.
Los vuestros eran los que estaban cargados, creo. Que los vuestros...
Blackley doing the defending. As Bastian Velasquez looked to try and get past him. Didn't find that an easy job. Here's Parves from outside the box. It was likely going off target, but Scotland better safe than sorry by clearing it away. Hickman first to the loose ball. Infield for Mitchell, who is finally broken free of Saavedra. Looks to roll forward, but good positioning by Parvez. Diaz getting his body in the way, going over and smartly winning the free kick. Saavedra out wide, looking towards the middle. Valenzuela having it taken away from him by Barry Hunter. Come across to cover that. Matthew Wynn, whose team might well have their passage to the final seal in about a quarter of an hour. They would need a win to make absolutely sure of it. Advantage played. Hickman. Good work by Parvez to defend. Ball over the top, Diaz! Turning wide. Robertson in behind after the ball from more. Mark Robertson! It's another Scotland hat-trick! It's the fourth Scotland hat-trick of the tournament. They've had one on each of the 3 days of competition in Salau. And it's a rare goalkeeper assist for Christopher Moore, whose ball forward was exquisite. The finish, cool and composed from Robertson, who has his third. Scotland have got 4. And that will likely be all 3 points going the way of the Scots. I'm sure it's a welcome headache for head coach Billy McAdam, but my word, are there a number of players pressing their case to be part of the starting 7 for the rest of the tournament. 2 hat-tricks for Hickman, 1 for Millership, 1 for Robertson. And I bet you that Martin Hickman and Sean Millership are happy that they've got someone else joining the goal-scoring party. So, both teams off for a drinks break as we currently stand. As we stand, it'll be Scotland going 3 from 3. They've got a live goal difference of +10. Came into the day +7. They've conceded 3 goals across the start of the tournament and have scored 13 of their own. 7 for Hickman, 3 for Millership, 3 for Robertson. And the Dalkeith local in Mark Robertson, with a moment that every member of his hometown should be proud. He's representing them so well this morning, and he has represented them so well for so many years. This a milestone day for Scotland's number 7. And it'll be a double switch on the way for Chile. Rodrigo Ulloa will take the place of Oscar Palma. And Patricio Saavedra will be taken off for Lionel Guzman. I wonder if he'll go straight to his opposite number 8. Because Patricio Saavedra has played the role of Jamie Mitchell's shadow for the large majority of this game. Chile give it away. Heavy touch there from Wynn, saw it out of play. Velasquez, Glynn close to him. Played it away before Valenzuela could get a touch. Robertson into the path of Martin Hickman, who looks to breeze by Guzman. He found that a hard task. Behind for another Scotland set piece. Corner sent in towards no one wearing Scotland white. Mitchell, good work by Parves. Valenzuela out to play for another Scotland ball in. Into the final 10 minutes of the hour. It's been a pretty decent 50 minutes for Scotland up to this point. As Mitchell went over. Guzman played the ball away, but that didn't change the decision of the referee, Carlos Diaz.
¿Quién está pinchado? Vale.
Cries of shoots for Jamie Mitchell, who stands over the dead ball. It will be Jamie Mitchell, right-footed, looking to swing one in, headed away by Guzman. Looking to play it there, Hunter. Good work by Valenzuela to make something of it. Then sends away. Mitchell looked to spread it out wide for Hickman. Goalkeeper came off his line, but helping him out, Rodrigo Ojoa. That'll be a free kick for Chile. Darwin Diaz going over. Jamie Mitchell offering a hand, which was accepted.
Vale.
High, flicked on by Guzman. And behind for Scotland goal kick. From Moore. Flicked on by Robertson. Win almost getting there. Good goalkeeping by Jairo Gonzalez. It's nodded back from Glynn for Moore. Taking the goal kick. Hickman trying to make it work and made a good effort to try. Parvez giving it away. Mitchell, who went over and then crashed into the leg of Guzman.
En el mío sí que se ve, pero sale el chiquito este. Sí, sí.
Few Chile players offering a word to Jamie Mitchell, and Barry Hunter offering a push.
Voy.
Bastian Velasquez will be replaced here by Julian Hernandez. Good play by Hunter. Robertson again off the post. And I tell you what, Barry Hunter had wheeled away celebrating. He thought he had an assist to his name. He was running off with his back to play and didn't realise the ball had gone in. Glynn trying one and a fingertip over the top from Jairo Gonzalez. These Scottish players are loving this. In Barry Hunter's case, maybe a little bit too much, but that's not a bad thing as Jamie Mitchell will make his way off, applauds the Scotland fans, and his place will be taken by John McFarlane, the Glaswegian, set to make another appearance off the bench. Corner sent in towards the front post. That'll be behind for another corner. And sent in towards the front post and quickly away by Darwin Diaz. Again sent in for a third time. Pushed away by Jairo Gonzalez. Robertson going over. And another free kick on the way for Scotland, who are about to send their fans home happy again here from Salau. And there'll be plenty watching in Scotland who will be very happy with how this game and this tournament as a whole is progressing for their team. Matthew Wynn called to strike it from the fans in attendance. Looks to lift one and he kept it lower. It would have been something to save for Jairo Gonzalez. It was over the top in any case. Hickman driving forward. Look for the pass across to Robertson, who realised what he was trying to do. Forward from Glynn. Robertson.
Lo tengo. Bueno, no.
Diaz's advantage is played by the referee. Diaz over towards the right-hand side, but too much on it for Julian Hernandez. Julian Hernandez on the Chile right. In the middle for Darwin Diaz, who lifts one goalward, but taken by Christopher Moore. Shaw with the
Hace
header.
daño.
He goes down. Now he's back up. Not quite moving at 100% with the ankle contact. He's been able to run it off as we're into first of 3 minutes of added time. Ball forward looking for Diaz.
Nada.
On Suela. One way then the other. Darwin Diaz. Trying an audacious effort that would have been brilliant had it been on target, but it was sent over the top. Moore sends it onto the next pitch. And there'll be a later introduction here for Sean Millership, and it's probably more so to provide a standing ovation for Mark Robertson, whose brilliant hat-trick gets the applause it deserves from the Scotland faithful in attendance. His 3 goals have set up the win, and Sean Millership, who had 3 yesterday, won't replicate the feat this morning, but has got time to show what he's about for about a couple of minutes on the ball here.
Vale. Vale.
Sent in towards the middle for Hickman, who will eventually get there. Guzman. Blocked by Wynn. Darwin Diaz. Put over halfway to the Chile left for Julian Hernandez. Well played by Martin Hickman. As swept away up towards Millership. Guzman high on the Chile left as they look for a consolation. Crossing was blocked. Millership was fouled. Darwin Diaz appealing that he'd got the ball. Rodrigo Ojoa is also down.
Qué lógica es eso. Pero este señor no va a pitar el oído, ¿o qué?
A few words from the referee towards the end of the game. Looks like there's smiles to end it off as Julian Hernandez stands right over the top of the ball to make it hard for Blair Glynn to play. Check of the watch from Carlos Diaz. And he blows the whistle for full time. It's 3 from 3 for Scotland, who triumph over Chile by 4 goals to 1. A hat-trick from Mark Robertson sent them on their way. Another goal for Martin Hickman, no surprise, as he found himself on the score sheet as well. Patricio Saavedra had one in the first half for Chile, but wasn't enough to get the 3 points. Full time here in Silao. It's Chile 1, Scotland 4 in the first game of 2 on day 3. Stay tuned for the post-match interviews. They'll be coming right after this.
El micro de para Oli y eso. Sí, para quién es. Y el micro para Poli y eso.
Ya tiene un empate y una derrota en ese triangular.
Efectivamente. Con lo cual, todo indica que lo que nos falta es ver este partidazo que cada vez va pillando más importancia entre Chile y Irlanda del Norte.
Claro. Luego también se nos abren las compuertas del planteamiento de que yo pienso, luego los mismos resultados no dicen lo contrario, pero Corea a alguien le va a dar una mañana. Y en el
Pues
momento
sí.
que Corea le dé la mañana a alguien, a lo mejor Italia se reengancha.
Es que, claro, por eso digo que son esos trámites que en teoría no tiene que pasar nada, pero ya veremos, ya veremos. En cualquier caso, vamos con las entrevistas posteriores del partido. Creo que es Velázquez, el jugador de Chile, con el que vamos a hablar, así que vamos allá.
Bueno, ha sido un partido duro, intenso. La primera parte muy igualada, habéis conseguido presionar muy bien, forzar errores, pérdidas e incluso habéis empatado. Luego se ha escapado el resultado, pero ¿estás orgulloso del equipo?
Sí, esto recién comienza, el segundo partido de nosotros. Creo que estaba muy igualado. Fueron desconcentraciones nomás de los momentos, pero seguir trabajando ya queda mañana a dar vuelta a la página. Ya mañana Corea, pasado ya Irlanda. Ya está, ya. Esto es así, es un torneo difícil. Estamos todos igualados.
¿Os veis para estar en la final después de haber jugado dos partidos?
Es partido a partido. Nosotros vamos partido a partido y vamos a darlo todo una final. Todos los días vamos a dar una final. Todos los días.
Gracias, mucha suerte.
Todos los días vamos a dar una final, ¿eh? Esto es la reflexión más chilena imposible.
No, es
Creo
Chile.
que decir que todos los días lo vas a tratar como una final, juegues contra quien juegues, es la forma con la que tienes que afrontarlo. Pero claro, ahora hay que ir a hablar con el héroe del partido.
Hombre, con Mark Robertson.
Con Mark Robertson, que se ha cascado 3.
Sí, sí. Partidazo el suyo, que le tenemos ya, creo, preparado para la entrevista. Y vamos a ver qué nos cuenta. Digo yo que está preparado porque no lo veo.
Bueno,
Here with
microfonándolo.
Mark
Ahí está.
Robertson, the hat-trick hero for Scotland, and the hat-trick for Scotland this afternoon. Mark, you came into the starting lineup today and you scored right off the first whistle. How did that feel, getting that first one to go?
No played all tournament. Thought when I go on, I'll be taking my chance, and I've done that.
Yeah, of course, you've got to take your chance when you're not in the starting seven. You get that chance. How much is the competition in the Scotland squad driving you at the moment to try and get involved in the plans for the final?
Well, you've seen the performance today, and the other two games have been solid. We've been rotating players, so we've got a strong squad, so we should be going and win the tournament. That's the aim.
And of course, you've now qualified for the final with 3 wins from 3. Is there any celebrations on from that, or is it just a focus on the games and the rest of the tournament now?
Focus on the games and rest, and then the finals.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the win.
Thanks.
Oye, qué nivel de profesionalidad. Estáis clasificados para la final. ¿Alguna celebración o estáis centrados en el último partido? Centrados en el último partido.
Oye, las cosas como van, poco a poco.
Esta noche en el bar del resort le preguntamos si sigue pensando igual.
Yo creo que hoy, que teniendo en cuenta que mañana se descansa, igual todavía no están pensando en el siguiente partido.
Sí, al igual ya mañana.
Igual todavía no.
Ya mañana.
En cualquier caso, pues nada, nos vemos dentro de una hora con este…
Irlanda del Norte, Corea.
Irlanda del Norte contra Corea del Sur.
Partidazo.
A ver ¿con qué viene Corea del Sur?
Seguro que no va a pasar muy bien. No se marchen, volvemos de aquí a un ratito con el último partido del día de hoy. Hasta luego.